Sunshine and pleasant temps have led to a wide-open roof here this afternoon at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
35-yard line.
Bennett. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
60 bites.
Bennett here out of the shotgun. That is caught. McMillan with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Ready.
Give to Patterson running to the right. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Bennett now to throw. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. Set. Count. 3. Ready.
3rd down. Here's Patterson. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Let's go.
They'll run with Patterson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Hawk 70. 7 Pirates. 70 range.
Bennett now. And he's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
70 Timberwolves. 19 tight. Trap 60. Ready.
Back to throw, Bennett. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Ibuka. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
The score, Buccaneers 7, Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Set up. 70 Lions. 19 Lions.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When you look at this defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to it.
Yeah, they'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Duggan will look to throw this. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Cowboys at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
They'll try and run again with Blue. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Here's Duggan to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Throwing, Duggan. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
2nd down and 8.
Let's go now.
Off play action. Here's Bennett. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the right sideline. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, set. Let's go.
They go again with Blue. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. Pushing his way through.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Cowboy 80. Take up.
They'll try and run forward, 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Set up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll try again. And this time he is in for the Cowboy touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass.
That's going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had him for a second, but the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's second down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Come on. Hit. Cougar 19.
Bennett looking to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Savon Revel.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On first down, Jordan. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a handoff to Blue running left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Check. Here we go. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19. Smash.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Panther 60.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
Buccaneers 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
And Bennett will look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Now 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Dug in now to throw. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, touchdown!
A big play there. 50 yards. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw here, Bennett. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw is Bennett. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Delgado. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready? 18 Cardinals.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Cowboy 80.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bennett. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18. Ready?
They'll go for it. Here's Bennett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And his throw is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bennett. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit. In for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
Go, Reed. Go. Warrior 70.
To throw is Duggan. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Elliott good on the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Duggan looking to throw.
He finds his man complete. It's Christensen. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Bennett. He finds his man, complete. It's Delgado. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bennett. That is caught. On the move past the 40. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards.
And the Bucs are back within a score.
Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Blue. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This is 2nd and 8.
Reload. Alert. Alert.
Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Cowboys 42, Buccaneers 28. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for...
And got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
A right side run with Patterson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 25, here's a second down and 9.
Here we go. 60 Vikings, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Bennett working from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Ready? 19, target.
Patterson is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Duggan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates.
Operating from the gun. Dugan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Slot man moves right. From the shotgun, here's Bennett. And that is incomplete here. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Dugan. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight. Take over.
Off play action. Dugan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bennett. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Bennett. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get this down to the 10. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
left side, complete. That's Bennett. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, partner, they're still going to have to go for it after that play. And I'm not sure that the running game is going to be a part of what they have to do on 4th down now.
From this far out, you wouldn't think so.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hand, hip shot here. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They hand it off. It's Blue.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Reload.
On the carry, this is Blue. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Blue. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
93 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the
Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Looking to throw. Dugan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Bucs are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Bennett now to throw.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Bennett.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Sanchez.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their fourth down play.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. They'll go. It's Patterson.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Now Bennett.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Sanchez. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
60. Warriors 70. Shut up. 70 Timberwolves. Shut up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10.
70 Lions. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finding Pickens for another catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go, 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now a shotgun handoff, Blue. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he'll get up and spike it with 11 seconds remaining. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Set. Viking 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Next to score, Cowboys 49. Buccaneers 45. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Catch.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Dallas, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.